Hello, everybody. My name is Jay. Welcome back to the Hesitation Station podcast. We are so grateful that you guys are here and giving your time to just listen to us baffle off. Today it's just me and my co-host Tank. How's it going, buddy?
Doing all right, big guy. Did you ever
Doing
get
all
that
right.
computer fixed?
What computer?
I don't know.
What computer fixed?
The computer that you were telling me you were having trouble with.
I guess so. I guess. I don't know. Yes, I
Maybe.
got the
Have
computer fixed.
you?
Totally got the computer fixed. Yeah, it's been a long week, everybody. We have been doing a lot of things.
Jesus
We have
Christ.
it may not seem like it, but I promise you we are. We just got done with Space Expo over in Starkville, Mississippi, right on the Mississippi State campus. That was
That was
fun.
fun.
That was very fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope we can do it again next year.
Don't
Um
drink 6 energy drinks.
no, don't drink four. It hurt
Lion.
by it.
Brain go burr.
Dude, my head is hurting so bad. I hate to say this, but I threw up, guys. I know that sounds weak with me only having like four, but it hurt. It was bad.
I didn't throw up, but I died mentally
Mentally,
especially when I got home.
aren't you
Got
mentally
home, it
dead
was
already?
no, it's emotional.
Oh, okay, fair. Um, yeah. Once we got home, I was struggling, dude. I want you to know, us coming back from Space Expo, I literally almost just pulled over in the middle of the road and be like, "Dude, you're driving home." Like
That
it
would have
was
been
that
fine.
bad. That it was that bad. I was like, "Nah, come on, Jay, come on, man, push through
You can do it.
it, put your back into it."
I was going Adam Sandler, but okay.
Okay, it works. We've
Uh,
also been getting a lot of stuff prepared for our next con, which will be in August. We'll be at what is it called, Paranormal Con or
Deep
Paracon?
South Paracomic Con
So we
over in
are
Alabama.
over in where?
Alabama.
Alabama's Ozark, Alabama, to be exact. So we're definitely looking forward to that, and we have been making a bunch of prizes to raise money for charity. So we're not just pushing this podcast away. We just been super busy.
We're not bald and beautiful. We're bald, beautiful, and busy.
Yeah. I don't know if any of you guys have been watching our socials, but we've also been putting up stuff that we've been doing, like little projects, like prizes that we make. That way you can kind of see what we're making for you guys. Um, we also have a big announcement. I think June 10th. So if y'all guys want to know what that is, you better make sure you follow, like, subscribe, all that good jazz, because it's going to be an awesome announcement. And I think you guys want to stick around for it if you want to win something cool. But that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah.
over here
He's
like,
like,
what
I
the
got it
hell are you
now.
talking about?
In June, we have something big planned. I mean, to us, it's big because we
Yeah.
usually.
I mean, if they don't want it, I'll take it.
I mean, yeah, I'm down for it. I mean, I'll fight you for it. Fight to the death. Let's do it.
Either way, I win. Don't
Either
have to worry
way,
about bills, or I get an awesome prize.
yeah, true. Anyway, guys, today we're kind of just flip flopping. Really, we wanted to talk about multitudes of things. I guess is that the word? Multitudes,
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can do that or multiple. We
multiple.
wanted to
Yeah,
talk about multiple things, but we're ADHD and we focus like a goldfish on cocaine. So
fair.
yeah,
Um, the first thing I want to talk about. Let's go ahead because this was a request from one of our followers on Facebook. She wanted us to talk about Last of Us. I
can
played
we put that down on the calendar first though?
right.
It's the first time that we've had somebody make a request.
I don't know, man. Mark's been pretty good. Mark's been pretty good about it. Mark Neal.
What's more? Oh,
Mark,
Neil.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Oh,
This
do you
is
call him Neil? Is
yeah. That's all I call him is Neil.
oh, okay.
I know his name's Mark, but I've only ever called him Neil. Neil or
I
Spider Neil? I
Spider
have I
Neil.
have I have many stories with that man.
I feel like he would get mad if you told one of the stories.
So there was one time when we were on
Bruh.
base. Uh, I'm not gonna
Sorry,
put him on
Neil.
blast like that.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you
Suffice
following
it to
us.
say, the man can climb a wall like a spider.
Um.
It's scary,
Okay. Now, what I
but
was
cool.
saying is, I'm curious now. Why is Mark Spider Mark or Spider
Spider
Neil?
Neil. So, all right. Well, to get that story, well, to get that name, I have to tell the story. So,
Mm.
Neil, I apologize in advance, but I think it's
Sorry.
fucking awesome. So, at one point in time, I was learning guitar, and I needed some guitar strings. So we went over to our buddy Foster's place. He lived in an apartment complex on the bottom floor, right? Well, back in the military, I was not a good noodle at all. You know,
You're
drinking
still
and
not. Just want you to know
I'm
that.
a better noodle now than I was back then. I can promise you that.
Fair.
Uh, but anyway, so we went over to Foster's house, got the guitar strings, and we were about to leave. And these two girls, so the way the apartment complex was set up was the bottom floor. You had one apartment here and one apartment here, and then you go up
Hmm.
some stairs, and there was apartment and apartment. Well, these two girls come out of the top apartment. Like if you're looking at the apartment complex, Foster's place was on the bottom left. They were on the top right. So they come out and they're about to come down the stairs and they were like, oh crap, I forgot whatever it was they forgot. And so they go back up, but they had locked their keys in their apartment complex. So they couldn't get back in. And they started, you know how it is. Crap, I
Right.
lost my
Right.
keys. I can't get in, yada, yada, yada. So me and Neil were there and we were about to leave. And they're like, hey, do you think you can help us get in? So, me and Neil go up and jiggle the handle and try to bust the door in and all that jazz, and it wasn't moving. And so the upper ones have, the balcony coming out.
Right.
So me and Neil, we look at each other, and we look up, and we look at each other, and we're like, think we can make that? And Neil's like, yeah, if you throw me. And I was like, I think I can throw you. So he puts
Jesus.
his, you know how you put your hands together and they put their foot in your hands and
Yeah. Yeah.
I did that to Neil. I yeeted him up a good 6, 7 feet and
Hmm.
he landed like he grabbed the balcony and then pulled himself up like fucking Spider-Man and hopped over the railing and went inside and unlocked the door. Uh, and then Neil had shots with him. I couldn't because I was driving and we were going back to base.
Hmm.
And I know I was a bad noodle at the time, but I'm not going drunk through a military checkpoint. No, thank you.
No. No.
I'm
That's
not that
that's a big
stupid.
no-no.
Yeah, I'm not trying to go to jail.
I mean,
So
I feel like they wouldn't throw you in jail. I think they would just like bring you to your CO.
yeah, and then that'd be put on restriction, and restriction is not fun. I haven't been on it, but I knew plenty of people that were on it,
Hmm.
and most of the time, restriction is you get half month's pay times two, 45, 45, and you're confined to the ship. So what
Yeah.
that means is you have at a bare minimum like 45 days of extra duty, 45 days where you cannot leave the ship for any reason, and then you get your pay docked by half for however long.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I was a bad noodle, but I wasn't that bad of a noodle.
Well, speaking of bad noodles,
I like noodles.
let's talk about Last of Us. Let's go ahead and dive into that.
Look, I know barely anything about that.
And that's why you
Uh,
come to me for it.
I did some research before this
Okay.
episode,
And what did you tell
and
me
I am firmly of the opinion that all this is Resident Evil, but plants.
about plants? Okay,
Yeah,
not plants, sir. It's fungi. Get it right.
fungi is a plant.
Still, it's a
It is
fungi.
it's a plant. It has spores, and they go and then people
They
die
is
at
that
some
what
point.
is that what they do?
Yeah, because it's so they start out as runners, and then they're stalkers, and then they evolve into clickers, and then bloaters, and then I think it was shamblers,
I think
and then
so.
I think there's another one, and then they go into the rat king, which is like something that's been infected for 20 plus years, and I'm just like, it's a plant.
A plant that can kill
It's
you.
gonna it's gonna do. There are plenty of plants alive right now that can kill you.
Yeah, but they're not actively running at you. They're not like
Okay,
rawr,
fair,
they're
fair.
running at you in Last of
They're
Us.
not gonna raw and in your face.
They're not gonna
Fair
just they're not gonna roar and
in your face. You're not gonna turn a corner and be like peekaboo.
yeah, fair, fair. Now I've played Last of Us 1 and 2. Thoroughly enjoyed the game, both of them. Um, very much so cried. Uh, spoiler alert. Very much so cried when Joel died because it was a very heartfelt moment kind of thing, and it was like it was very hard to watch, especially when you get attached to video game characters.
Yeah,
Um, Now a lot of people. This is just my personal opinion. You can take it and have it with a grain of salt, kind of thing. Um, I love the series. I think they did fairly well on it, especially the first season. First season, they packed a lot of stuff in. Yes, there were changes that were not in the game that happened in the show, and of course, that's Hollywood if you think about
yeah.
it. But I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoy the series. I think Pedro Pascal is a great Joel. Um, Bella Ramsey did very well, and I will very much so tell you that I was very skeptical about Bella because she didn't. To me, she didn't have the look of Ellie or anything. She didn't have the look of what I would picture as her, I guess.
Yeah,
But she stepped in the role very well, and I'm like, yeah, that matches very well. So I personally like it. If you ever get a
that's
chance to watch it, I believe it's on Max. But it's definitely one of the better series right now compared to like I think if I had to put it at another series, it would be Avatar. Avatar they did really well, and a lot of people hated it, but I enjoyed it.
yeah,
A lot of people hated it, and you know what's crazy to me? And this is going off topic from Last of Us. But you know what's crazy to me is that people hated it for the wrong reason. They hated it because like Katara wasn't falling in love with Aang and Aang wasn't falling in love with Katara. And I'm like, y'all do realize there's like multiple books and stuff and material that they can work on to work up to that, right?
yeah,
They don't have to do it in one season. They were testing the waters to see do we like it, and we liked it, and now we're getting like what 2 more seasons.
yeah. Book. I mean, season two got approved, and I think they're filming it. And then I think shortly after that, we got word that season three got approved as well.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think about it? I mean, I know you're a big Avatar: Last Airbender fan, so
Um, I enjoyed it compared to that god awful
we
trash.
don't talk about
There
that.
is no live action movie in Ba Sing Se.
We don't talk about that one.
Yeah, compared. Yeah, so as far as live actions go, um, Netflix has dropped the ball multiple times, but and like this is my opinion with Avatar: The Last Airbender and with, in my opinion, One Piece.
Mhm.
I think they've done well with those two.
Oh yeah, One Piece, they did amazing. Um, yeah, yeah, and
They changed a couple things on the One Piece, and it kind of irked me a little bit. But
yeah,
like
but
Garp came in way too soon.
way too soon. But one of our we met that cosplayer. What was his
Yeah,
name? Kettle Briar.
John, yeah, Kettlebriar Workshop.
Yeah. And he said he had a good point. They brought him in because they wanted to see how he would do, wanted to see what character development they could push off of that, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he
Well,
did come in early, but he filled the role perfectly.
yeah, no, I mean, I'm not disputing, how great he did because it was wonderful. But story wise, I think they kind of messed it up. So because
Yeah,
they don't meet Garp for a hot minute.
yeah. And then on top of that, the Shank or not Shanks, the Zoro and Hawkeye fight happened, I believe, way too early as well.
Well, it did happen at the Barate when they were getting Sanji. So
Hmm.
I kind of get it. Yeah, I wish it would have happened a little later. I feel like there was a little more stuff that they could have put in. Uh, but I will put my foot. I will die on this hill. Um, Garp. Not once did Garp. Or before I go any further, to my memory, not once did Garp show up at Barate, the restaurant that Sanji worked at
Hmm.
during the whole first segment of East Blue when
Yeah,
they first started. You didn't see Garp at all. I get why they brought him in, but they had plenty of stuff. They could have waited till season 2 to bring him in.
yeah, yeah. They, I mean, it was approved by Oda, so I can't really.
Yeah, yeah. That's. I mean, if the creator of the series is like, yeah, go for it. As much as I don't like it, I can't really be that mad about it.
Yeah, and you can't be like, "Oh my god, this is a horrible live adaptation." Can't speak today, guys. I just got off work. Leave me alone.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
I could if they had done it and it turned out horrible,
yeah, yeah, fair, fair.
but
Now,
they pulled that trigger and it worked.
has there ever been a live adaptation of Digimon?
I don't think so. I know that there was that. Oh God, um, Death Note. I know they did a Death Note.
We don't talk about that.
Uh, and the only good thing out of it was Ryuk. I know they did. There was a live adaptation of Rurouni Kenshin, but I think it was solely Japanese.
Mm.
I think. Don't quote me on that though. Uh, there was. I think they had like a live adaptation series for Sailor Moon at one point,
Hmm.
and then I think there were a few more.
Well, I know there's a live adaptation of Digimon in Japan that
Really?
that never got released over here. Um,
Yeah,
but I
it's
don't.
about par for the course.
Yeah, but I don't think it was released over. I don't think we ever got one at all.
I don't remember seeing one. But I
Now,
mean, I've had a lot of head trauma over the years. There's a lot that I don't remember.
now, tell me who this is that's about to come up right about now. Right now. That. Oh wait, he's this way. He's that way. Who's this?
Yeah, that way. That's Anjuman.
Okay, is he
Um,
strong? I don't know crap about Digimon, so.
so Anjuman digivolves from Patamon.
Mhm.
Patamon was TK's Digimon, and for the longest part in the original series, uh, Patamon hated himself because everybody else is digivolving. Uh, Agumon became Greymon,
Right.
Gabumon became Garurumon, so forth and so on. And Patamon was the only one that didn't get nothing up until almost, if I remember right, almost the end of the series. Like he came out at the end of the gate swinging, and he swung hard. Uh, he took so much energy that after everything was said and done, he effectively died.
Wow.
He went back to an egg, and TK had to hatch him and raise him back up.
What a selfish move.
It's like Voltorb using self destruct or explosion.
Now, isn't there like a female version of that?
Anjuwamon
Yeah, that's it.
Digivolves from Gatomon, which is Kyrie's Digimon.
Mhm.
Oh, good God. What is his name? Ty.
Ty,
Ty's
yeah.
sister, Kyrie, it ends up being the eighth Digidestined. And Gatomon starts out like Tommy did. She
Mhm.
was an evil Digimon. But then throughout the series, come to find out there was supposed to be an eighth Digidestined. Say that 5 times fast. Um, and it was supposed to be Kyrie. Well, she finally ended up going to the digital world and got Gatomon, and yay! Now everybody's a hero again.
I thought I thought Kyrie was trying to like go to Kingdom Hearts. I don't.
That's a different Kyrie.
Ah, that was funny.
People can have the same name, sir.
My bad. My bad.
That's why you meet 47 Steves and 2 Jeffries.
We know one Steve, dude. Calm down. And his name's not even Steve. So we technically don't know any Steves.
Do you know a Steve?
Oh,
You just call him Steven.
yeah, I call him Steven.
You
Yeah,
could
Steve.
technically call him Steve.
I could call him Steve, but I don't think
Hmm.
he likes it.
Sometimes it's not about what everybody likes.
Well, um, so what do you remember your earliest childhood memory of Digimon? What was your favorite? I remember
But,
personally the song, and that's about it.
well, I mean, I hate you. I hate you so much
Why?
because this just shows that I'm getting old. Uh,
Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon. Oh, sorry,
Digimon are the champions.
sorry.
Change into digital champions
All right,
to
we're gonna go
save the
ahead and get
digital
him out of
world.
here, everybody. Goodbye.
Yeah, I mean and it's crazy if you think about it because back in the '90s, Jesus, uh,
You did that yourself.
Digimon, Pokemon, Batman, X Men, most of the theme songs were hard rock or heavy metal. And you never, like, I never really realized that up until a few months ago. I saw this clip on Facebook. This dude was going, he was like, yeah, man, a lot of the stuff I listened to was heavy metal when I was a kid. He was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, this one. And he plays the theme. He's like, what is that? That's Batman. Huh? And then, sure, you go back and look, and sure enough, it's heavy metal. Like,
It was Batman.
that's where my love came from. Okay.
I'm Batman. Um,
But no, favorite Digimon? Eh, out of the original 7, I have to say Gabumon.
Gabumon.
Gabumon was cool.
Gabumon. So Gabumon was your favorite?
Yeah,
Say Gabumon.
he's a chunky boy.
I don't see him.
Gabumon.
Ga.
Yeah, Gabumon.
Oh, I
He's
remember him. Okay.
he's Matt's Digimon.
Yeah, I remember him. I like the little T Rex dude. I don't know his name.
Agumon. That's
Agumon.
size.
Excuse me. That's
Yeah.
all I remember from that show. Just cut that
So
out and just use that.
Agumon and Gabumon, if I'm remembering right, at least out of the original series, were the only ones that got a mega evolution.
There's a mega
So it
evolution.
goes, yeah. So it goes. They've got their baby form, and
Right.
then they've got their rookie form, which is what Agumon is. Agumon's his rookie form. Then he goes up to Greymon, which is his champion form. Metal Greymon, which is his ultimate form, and then War Greymon, which is his mega.
War Greymon.
And
Oh,
then
okay.
there's a really cool one when Agumon and Gabumon both hit their mega forms. They can
Mhm.
fuse together and they make I think his name was Omnimon.
Omnimon.
Yeah, he has War Greymon as I think his left hand, and Metal Garurumon as his right hand.
Yeah, what in the Power Ranger Transformers am I looking at right now?
So War Greymon, his hand on Omnimon can a sword will come out, and then Metal Garurumon he'll have a cannon come out. I'm telling you, dude, my
Man,
theory on that.
I'm so happy I grew up with Pokemon. Digimon just seems a lot more.
I was about to say something. It is. I am dead set, and I will die on this hill. All Digimon is Pokemon that were left in the computer too long.
That's fair. Seems more complicated. Pokemon is like Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. Done.
Yeah,
Like
Digimon is lizard, metal lizard, garbage can with guns.
that's fair. Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
mean,
it. I mean, you saw the American Digimon.
mm, well, let's go about what do you think is your favorite 90s show? Let's go to that.
Oh, I hate you.
Just to make you feel
Uh
old.
well, I mean, obviously, I'm going to pick Power Rangers.
Yeah, but it can't be Power Rangers.
You didn't say that. You said favorite '90s show.
Well, now I'm saying it, so get over it.
Oh God, I'm going to have to hold on. You're going to make me do some research because I don't remember what all came out in the '90s. Jesus Christ, I hate you right now. Like with a
Uh,
passion.
I love my job.
Actually,
You don't hate me
one.
anymore?
No, I still hate you. One of my favorite shows uh, that I wish was still. Well, I don't know if it's around anymore, but it's on Amazon Prime. Are you
Right.
afraid of the dark?
Oh, I remember that. That was awesome.
That was a wonderful show.
Mm-hmm. Gotta log into your Prime and watch that tonight.
Hey, if it's free on there, I'm gonna be watching it myself.
Right.
And then, like, there were so many good shows.
Excuse me.
Duckwing Duck, let's
Let's
get
get
dangerous.
dangerous.
When in trouble, you call DW.
What ab-
Duckwing Duck.
what about do you ever I don't know if this was in the 90s though. Hold on. Let me check
Hmm.
it. I'm going to fact check myself.
Bob the Builder, can we fix it? Bob the Builder, no, we
Um
can't.
let me see.
Wow.
What?
I forgot. Angela Anaconda. I forgot about that show.
Oh my god. I remember that show.
Gargoyles. I loved Gargoyle. Animorphs.
Was foreign. I don't remember Animorphs.
That
Okay,
was
okay. So
on crack.
this was released in September 1st, 1998. Are you ready?
Okay.
The Wild Thornberries.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Smashing.
Smashing. Dude, I
Jesus.
loved that show.
And then,
I always thought that I would sorry, I didn't mean to get that close. My bad,
you're
guys.
good.
My bad. I always thought it would be so cool to be able to talk to animals. So I was like, maybe one day I can be like Liza and talk to animals, and it never happened.
There were so many good shows back then. But then, you look back at some of them and you're like, huh,
Huh?
um, yeah. Because you don't realize how messed up like the Ren and Stimpy show.
Yeah, that is a messed up one.
Like I mean, that was a great show. And it's funny
I would call
because
it great.
it was rated TVY7, man.
So you telling me 7-year-olds were watching that crap?
Apparently. I mean, I was one of them, so I can't say nothing. Monster Rancher. I forgot about that show.
What about? I mean,
That
there's so many, dude. Space Ghost,
Monster.
Coast to Coast. Do you remember that?
Hold on. So Monster Rancher had a video game. They have multiple, but there was one on PlayStation, and I loved it because it was the game you would play the game, and you could go to like this temple or whatever,
Mm.
and it would let you summon monsters to help you fight. Well, the way to summon the monsters was you go to the temple, you select the option to summon a monster, and the game itself would pause but keep going,
Mm-hmm.
and you would take the game disc out and put in a random disc. It's like whatever CDs or movies you had on disc, you would put in, and it would read it and generate a monster. Dude, it was so cool at the time.
That sounds cool now. So, so going back to what I said, do you remember Space Coast, Space
No,
Ghost, Coast to Coast?
I remember it before it was that. It was just Space Ghost.
Space Ghost.
Yeah, he had an actual TV show, and then he got a talk show.
Oh, I didn't know that he had an actual TV show.
Yeah, it came on Cartoon Network, like long before it was Toonami.
Oh, okay. There's a kitten.
I see it. That's beautiful. It's like meow.
There's a kitten in my room. So, anyway,
Goosebumps. That one don't count. It's 2000.
what? What is it?
Yu-Gi-Oh. I was gonna say Yu-Gi-Oh, but that came out in 2000. That don't count as the 90s.
You activated my trap card. Pot of
Pot of
greed.
greed.
Took me a minute. Um, yeah, man. There's a lot of shows that we grew up on that a lot of kids don't know. Like, especially like SpongeBob. When we grew up with him, and we make all these quotes all the time. We do all these SpongeBob quotes. I watch.
Yeah.
I want y'all to know. I watched one of the newest episodes of SpongeBob.
What happened to that, man?
Dude, it's so bad now. Like I can't even get behind it. Like it's so bad.
Just I haven't watched any SpongeBob in a long, long time, but Jesus,
Yeah. It be like that sometimes though, man.
it do,
It do. You may not think it do,
but it do.
but it do.
One,
Well,
one of my favorite shows back then. It got me into science. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
um,
Bill.
I did not like that simply because my science class would like force me to watch that. And that's the only reason I didn't like it. I like Bill Nye, but it was like, nah, I'm good.
We didn't. My science teachers weren't that cool, so they didn't force me to watch it. They were like, "All right, y'all go do whatever."
Nah, my science teachers made me watch it. But all right, guys, I'm gonna cut this short today because I'm not feeling so hot. So we're gonna go ahead and cut it on short, guys. We really appreciate you guys coming by and just listening to us. Your time means the world to us, simply because we're just two guys blabbing off about '90s cartoons. I hope you found
At least
found
this
this.
episode.
Yeah, at least this episode. Hope you found this episode enjoyable. If y'all want to keep up with everything, especially with our announcement coming soon, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, all that good jazz. We're on everything: YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. You can find us anywhere at the Hesitation Station podcast. So until the next episode, guys, peace out.
Boy.